So the year was 1996, and my brother and I were huge wrestling fans. I would have been about 7 years old at the time, and he would have been around 12. The WWF was scheduled to run a house show where we lived, which was an extremely big deal for us considering live wrestling shows were not a common occurrence here in northern British Columbia. To promote the show, Shawn Michaels was doing an autograph signing at our local Zellers, which doesn't even exist anymore, but was essentially the Canadian version of Target. Somewhere along the line, we heard that Savio Vega would be doing a signing at Burger King the same day. Now, being huge wrestling fans, we were beyond pumped just to have the chance to meet anyone in the WWF, and we agreed that there would likely be a much bigger crowd to go see HBK, so we opted for Savio Vega at Burger King instead. That way, we figured we'd get more FaceTime and interaction. So that day came, and our mom drove us to Burger King after school, but to our surprise and confusion, there was no signage, no crowd, and no real indication that Savio Vega was even supposed to be there. We waited around for a bit and resorted to even going back out to the parking lot to look around, where we saw a car with a budget rental car sticker on the bumper and thought, that's a rental car. It's gotta be Savio Vega's car. So we went back inside, but still nothing. The more we thought about it, the more we realized that it may have just been some kid at school who told us this signing was occurring, and we didn't bother to fact check it. It was at that point that we just gave up and decided to leave. The next day at school, we were very jealous hearing about all the kids who got to meet Shawn Michaels at Zellers to snap a picture or get an autograph. Apparently Earl Hebner was even there too, letting kids hold the WWF Championship. We were too embarrassed to say that we were at an empty Burger King instead, so we just enviously listened. So fast forward to today, and I'm still a huge wrestling fan. I have a collection of autographed 8x10s, and if there's one positive that the pandemic has brought, it's the concept of virtual signings. These have made getting signed 8x10s much easier for a fan like me who lives too far away to go to conventions. Savio Vega was announced for an upcoming virtual signing, and I knew I had to get one from him. To pop essentially just myself, in my order, I requested that he write Burger King 1996 on the 8x10 to commemorate that fateful day. I wasn't able to watch the signing live, but when I caught up on the stream and it came to my turn, I saw that he addressed the photo to me just like I asked, then in era-appropriate blue Sharpie wrote Burger King 1996 in big beautiful writing, just as I had asked. I don't know whether it was the result of the unusual inscription request or what, but he forgot to actually sign his autograph. Unfortunately, the vendor didn't notice, and since I wasn't watching the stream live, I couldn't even comment in the feed for it to be corrected. So for the second time in my life, 25 years later, all I got was Burger King, but still no Savio Vega.
This is a twofer. 2 great stories, 1 great call, having to do with the exact same thing. Great call. I remember doing the same thing with Owen Hart and Davey Boy Smith at Toys R Us, and Psycho Sid over at the Sam Goody. We decided to go see Owen and Davey first. We waited online for about an hour and a half, went over to Sid. Nobody was over there, except one of the Hebners, just like in your situation. So I got both, you got none. I really love you wanted that inscription, Burger King. I'm sure you would have shown your friend or a couple friends or whatever, or told that story. This is the great thing about those kind of autographs and those signatures is you can make up for lost time, and that's what you were doing. I'm sorry you missed out on your second Savio Vega autograph, but as someone who has done an art of wrestling with Savio Vega and has seen him around and even wrestled for him back in 2005 in Puerto Rico, he's a great dude. I'm sure eventually you will get your Savio Vega autograph. Best of luck to you. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.